Well, I'm out here on the streets of Vicenza. It's 5:45, which is usually around the time all the bars are bustling now. People do their aperitivo, their early drinks, kind of wind up their working day. This is a watch store, well-known watch store behind me, shut, and it should be open at this hour. I also passed the Rolex authorized dealer back there, completely shut down, as are most of the other stores. And any stores that are open are just strangely empty. I've got a pharmacy over here that is open, of course. There's an Apple store here that's open. I don't think anyone's in the mood for buying a laptop right now. But yeah, this is the situation on the ground here. I'm actually headed to a supermarket to pick up. What do you think I'm going to pick up? I'm going to pick up some vino because there's going to be a lot of days indoors, That's what we're looking at. I have to say there are a few people out on the streets here. Not many. It should be a lot more active than this, but I noticed as well there's police and carabinieri on the streets patrolling. What for, I'm not exactly sure. I know they just passed me right now. I know they're at the train stations and airports and places like that. You can't really move between cities unless you have a good excuse, and you have to fill in your information and present your ID and stuff if you want to go between towns. I see a lot of people with face masks and some people just using scarves. I'm gonna get some decent wine and things like that if I'm gonna be indoors for the next few days or next few weeks. Make sure I have all the supplies I need. A lot of the stores are just closed here. They would be open at this hour. The stores here remain open till about 7:30, some of them 8. You got clothing stores, department stores and stuff that are just weirdly deserted, Well, that was super weird. Kind of empty supermarket. And every few minutes, kind of a announcement came over the speaker system to keep at least a meter distance away from other people. So normally you have a line, where people want to pay and they're all kind of bunched up normally, but today people were keeping at least a meter, probably 2 meters a distance away from each other, which was interesting. This girl behind me just walked onto the street instead of pass me by through a little arch there to avoid just proximity. Either that, she didn't like the look of me, which I suppose is always entirely possible. Yeah, it's kind of strange, really kind of weird feeling. This town town isn't necessarily the most active town anyway, but at this hour it would be. At this hour it would be already, especially if the weather is getting a little nicer. It's kind of feeling very springy, which gets people very excited, you know, to get out and meet friends and have drinks and things. So it does feel a little like the day after. Super abandoned. Sign just saying there that they're complying and keeping their store closed. It's a high-end kind of clothes store. Luisa Spagnoli. It's a popular bar here in the center of the main course of the main street, Grand Cafe. At this hour would have tons of people sitting out here on the tables, at the tables and chairs here, having their spritz, their early evening spritz. I've never seen this street so dead.